one day somebody does something unspeakable to someone else, to someone you hardly knew, and you do something about it because you can.
This story comes to us from KGU9.com out of Tucson, Arizona, where a Pima County grand jury has refused for a third time to re-indict a former Tucson police officer in the shooting death of a man in a mobility scooter. I remember doing this one. The grand jury ruling, called a no bill, means the grand jurors found the case against Ryan Remington was not strong enough to justify a jury trial. Pima County Attorney Laura Conover says her office resubmitted the case to the grand jury out of a commitment to achieving justice for the family of Richard Lee Richards. Now the case has been submitted 3 times for grand juries to consider. Conover says she does not intend to submit the case for further review. A judge threw out the original indictment against former officer Ryan Remington. At the time, the judge agreed with Remington's attorney that a prosecutor gave grand jurors incomplete information when he convinced the grand jury to indict Remington. Prosecutors had the option to present the case to grand jurors again. The second presentment resulted in the no bill ruling. Now, a third presentment has also resulted in grand jurors concluding the case was too weak to prosecute. Hear that? After the second no bill, defense attorney Mike Story said grand jurors were not told officers do not assume someone in a wheelchair is unable to stand up and walk. Story argued grand jurors never heard evidence Richard was able to stand and move without his mobility scooter. Remington shot and killed Richards in November of 2021. I did the editorial way back then. Witnesses said Richards stole a toolbox from a Walmart on West Valencia Road, brandished a knife, refused orders to stop, and rolled his mobility scooter into a nearby Lowe's store. Remington was not on duty for Tucson police. He had been hired to supplement Walmart store security. Now, Remington shot Richards multiple times when Richards continued forward into Lowe's. Story confirmed to KGUN 9. He was told by the deputy county attorney who presented the case to the grand jury a second time that grand jurors decided on a no bill. Story says even without an indictment, Remington is still formally charged in the case until a judge removes the charges. Whoopee-doo, he's still charged. Yeah, but the grand jury keeps getting a no bill. So I'm charged. Gosh darn it. But when's he going to be tried, convicted, and sentenced? Probably never. Because they're going to say, well, that dude in the mobility scooter could have got up and walked towards him. I guess cops do live by the motto never bring a knife to a gunfight.